do you say we help out the various people despite the fact that it is a freaking downpour? So let's start by finding the closest person we can to help. And it appears to be this little Ori girl who's caught in the rain. Yeah, I wonder what's happening to her. Yeah, you can see that she is probably shivering in this rain. Let's see what's happening with her as we take on her quest entitled Tikka Hike. The child is looking around, trying to catch the attention of any passers-by. Need a raincoat, sweetie?
Oh, you look fierce. Are you? Can you help me find my sister?
I look fierce? Well, yeah, Rika's like, are you sure I look fierce?
She went off to hunt some Stormblood so she can make me chicken tikka. She's so brave, but she's been gone for quite some time. I've never strayed far from the gates, and those beasts look so frightening. She shouldn't be far. Can you find her for me? She has red hair, and she looks so elegant in her hunting garb. She set off to the northwest. I'll be waiting for you to come back.
Alright. Let's head on out. Let's head on out into the rain and see if we can't find this sister of hers. Of course, while this is going on, the first official episode of my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play is currently live on YouTube as we speak. I really need to do all I could to make the intro this morning before coming on air today, and it was definitely worth the effort, and if you had the opportunity to watch the first Let's Play episode after watching this today, I'm sure you'll agree. So we will round the corner and find this auburn-haired Aura. Hello there.
Quiet you, I'm lying in wait, can't you see? What is it?
Well, we need to tell you something.
My sister? Oh, she does worry after me so. I apologize for her imposition. Today is her name day, and I wanted to do something special for her. So much has gone wrong as of late, and she's always managed to keep a smile on her face. I thought that Stormblood would be simple prey, but now that I've seen her up close, I can barely bring myself to move. I've never been so afraid, truth be told.
Bit off more than you can chew, I see.
But you look as if you've never known fear. You can make quick work of the Stormblood, I'm certain. If you don't mind, could you slay the animal for me? I've already set the traps, so one shouldn't be along soon enough. Without their meat, I can't hope to make the chicken tikka that my sister so adores. Please, if not for me, then do it for her.
So yeah, conveniently staying right over here and prepare for battle. That works out just fine as far as I'm concerned. That's some of my choco, and let's start waiting over for this thing. There it is. So this is what a Stormblood looks like. Yeah, definitely looks hungry indeed. Hopefully my bird can best this bird with the greatest of ease. So, spin right through you. And take it down. There we go. Alright, young lady.
That was an inspiring display. Were you able to procure its meats?
We certainly have.
Ah, this is the most delicious part. Thank you, thank you. You must let me repay you for your bravery. Please, meet me near the city gates where I told my sister to wait. I do hope she hasn't wandered off.
And I will see you there. Away we go. And then we'll speak with the Aura. Hello there.
There's the brave traveler. Thank you for finding my sister. She said that you took down that Stormblood in a single blow.
Yeah, she may be exaggerating. Anything for chicken tikka, or it is your name day after all. Yeah, your big sister told me about it.
Thank you! The memories of us gathering around the table as a family over a homemade feast are among my fondest. Our parents have gone to Yedlihmad Hunt to find work, seeing as how there's none to be found here since that tower appeared. They've sent word they'll return for this little one's name day. I want them to arrive to a feast rivaling the ones from before, and thanks to you, they will. Please, take this for all you've done to give our family a memory we can cherish.
Well, thank you. So in addition to 173,250 experience points, which is of course scaled now, because we're at level 82, we can up ourselves to one of the various dishes we've had the opportunity to choose from before, and just like before, we'll take the DPS Amralasi. And so away they go. And now, to see who else needs our help. Pink Reaper, huh? Well, she definitely meets that criteria. I wouldn't necessarily say that she's like the people in the pink outfits in Squid Game, but still. Anyway, let's move on. We're gonna leave the blue quest for last, just like we did before when we were over in Labyrinthos. So we'll stroll on over here and speak with Kifaraz, who we had the opportunity to speak to before. We'll go ahead and take on his quest entitled Fruit Savior. Kifaraz is rubbing the small of his back and smiling at you through the pain. You there, I take it by the hunger in your eyes that you're in search of work. As luck would have it, I am in need of assistance and have the coin to make it worth your while. Usually I'd haul these goods ashore myself, but today my back doesn't seem amenable to the prospect. If you could help an old merchant out, I reckon we can both go to sleep today satisfied. I think so too. Ah, very good, very good. I've marked on the map where the crates are to be delivered. Careful now, the fruits inside bruise easily. Yeah, no pressure. Give me a shout once you're done and we'll see about getting you paid. Deliver the crate of fruit to the designated location before time runs out. You're 2 minutes. And so away we go. Let's get it to where it needs to be. So it's gonna be right up there. Let's go ahead and round the corner. And find our spot. Right over here. The crate of fruit rests snugly amongst the rest of the shipments. Report your success to Kifaraz. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Nothing to it. And so back we go. And so we'll let Mr. Kifaraz know that we achieved what he sought. No crate in your hands, eh? I take it that means your task is done. Good job. That particular shipment was packed to the brim with this region's finest fruits. Owing to this region's insufferable heat, they're sweeter than any other I've ever tasted. I was meant to deliver them to a client of mine in Limsa, but no sooner had I set sail than I received word that my goods were no longer needed. A damn shame, but now that they're resting under the shade, at least they won't go to waste. That's life, eh? Sometimes the wind is at your back, sometimes you're left floundering, and other times you're stuck in bed on a beautiful day because your back is having none of it. But I tend to find that fortune smiles upon those with patience as they did today when I saw you strolling along the docks. Anyway, here's your payment for a job well done. Till next we meet. Well, that'll all depend on how many more times I have to come to you. But we'll take our experience plus a level 80 ring. And so now, we'll head off to the far dock. And down at the far end, we'll meet up with Maruna. We tried to sell fish to, I believe it was last night we did that. But now he has a quest for us, so let's go ahead and take on his quest entitled Shelling Out. Maruna is gazing off into the distance, as if looking for a ship on the horizon. From a distance I thought you to be a fishmonger, but now that I behold you up close it's clear that you don't hail from these parts. Hard as your garments are, however, I can tell that they're made for hard work. Luckily for you, I have just the task. Is it that much of a giveaway? Also, my garments are not odd. Well, given the fact that my armor has an open stomach piece on it, I guess I can see why you would think that. I mean to make a necklace for an acquaintance of mine, but my design calls for shells pulled from the vicious cachapa. As fine a crafter that I am, I'm afraid that hunting is quite outside my wheelhouse. If you do the rough work in my stead, you will be well compensated for your time, and have my undying gratitude besides. I require 2 shells from the hulking beasts. A simple feat for one such as you, surely. And so as the rain comes to an end and we get a beautiful sunset, let's make our way over to where he wants us to get these shells. Ugh. I hope all of you guys who are watching have had the opportunity to enjoy this first week of Endwalker, even if all of us have been, one way or another, struggling just to get into play. But if you're fortunate enough, you can get in and things will be just fine. So as we stroll down the beach, we'll find what we need. Yeah, the Kachapa are these adamantoids. So, yeah, show him how much we mean business. Stun the AoE, and make sure that he never really gets an effective attack off. Now let's hustle over here quickly, so we can use this. And we got it off in time. Haha, you got stunned again. And that's how you'll die. And so, back we go. I see you've been busy. Do you have the shells? Indeed we do. There you go. Ah, yes, yes. These are just what I seek. I mean to present my necklace to a woman with very discerning tastes. So I thank you for choosing shells of such high quality. She collects and assists taxation at Olnair, and her duties often bring her to this very port. We become quite close over the past few moons. Only a few days ago, she sent me a charm to ensure my good health and fortune. My spirits were much invigorated, for it symbolizes her deep trust in me. I've heard tell that these are shared among siblings to express their love for one another. But obviously, this is not a sibling you're dealing with. It's customary to send a gift in return, so I had it in mind to craft a... Siblings? Siblings? Is that how she thinks of me? I was certain it was something altogether different, but now that I say it out loud... Yeah, you just realized what's going on. I suppose I can still be happy with this arrangement. I'll look over her as a brother, and as a brother would his beloved sister. Keep her safe from harm. Yes. Anyway, I promised you recompense, didn't I? Here, you've earned it. Yeah, and your love-struck attitude has just shattered. We'll take your experience plus a level lady earring. Yeah, what else are we gonna see around here? Well, actually, it turns out there are no other quests here left in Yedlihmad. I thought there were a few more, but not the case. So, yeah, we can just go ahead and take on the chain quest right now. Yeah, I could have sworn that I saw more quests on the map, but apparently not. So, we have Miss Ogul here, who's looking very nervous or scared, and obviously it's going to be us to help her out. So let's go ahead and speak with her to take on the next quest entitled Steppe Child. Ogul is looking around in trepidation.
Why are there Matanga everywhere? Has this town fallen?
What are you talking about? Are you scared of them?
Ah, your face! It is known to me! You were the warrior who fought for the Mola than Adam!
Apparently you come from the Azim Steppe?
I am Ogul of Katayan. It was your bravery and skill which inspired me to embark upon my own hero's journey. Yet now I have foolishly blundered into a den of Matanga. Why do these others walk without fear? Do they not care if they are slaughtered?
Yeah, these Matanga are not like those on the Azim Steppe, or the Arkosodara are a civilized tribe. Yeah, they are. except they're getting kidnapped and put into the ugly tower.
I do not doubt your word, but grandmother would always warn me, if you encounter a Matanga, you turn tail and flee, as fast and far as you can.
Yeah, quite the culture shock, isn't it?
Her tears were awful and bloody, and so now the very sight of them, it terrorizes unbidden. No, I cannot stay here. I must earn enough coin to buy passage from this nightmare island as soon as possible. I beg of you, stay in my sight for a time, just until I meet with this Kankana person the sailors told me about. She's said to have work that pays a fair wage, so I will see what she has for me.
Okay then. Don't worry, I'll be your bodyguard. Yeah, run for your life, Ogul! Run! Yeah, maybe more like Toky-Ogul. Yeah, I was kind of stretching that one, but hey, gotta try, right? Gotta try and make something sound funny or silly. Yeah, let's go find Ogul and the person she was trying to speak with. So, through the door we go. Yeah, now her fears are just made worse. Ogul?
By the Tusk Mother! No one told me Kankana was a Matanga! Could I ask you to speak with her in my stead?
Oh, man. Yeah, you'll have to forgive her, she's a bit shy.
Welcome to Yedlihmad, traveler. I am Kankana, and it is my job to assign the right work to the right workers. Might I have your name?
Well, I can introduce myself.
Rika and Ogul, was it? Let me jot those down. Oh, grandmother, why? Why did it have to be a Matanga? Is your companion quite alright?
You'll have to forgive her, she's a bit scared of you.
Ah, an understandable reaction. The Gajasura tribe have done much to stain the reputation of our people. You are looking for work though, yes? Many have been forced to take what they can since the troubles began, so I'm afraid all of the simple jobs are gone. As for what's left, I only have tasks fit for seasoned fighters. Does that sound like something you could do?
Maybe.
Yeah. Fighting? I can fight! Lest you doubt, my skill is likened to that of the Dragonbane, the legendary Chokazo herself!
Although you would never be able to tell it the way she reacts to the Matanga.
I'm not familiar with that name, but you sound formidable indeed. Why don't we start you out on escort duty then? A group of artisans set off to harvest materials and ask that I send any prospective protectors their way should I happen to enlist any. What? They already set off? Is our duty not to escort them? There's to be a ritual dance performed in Kadyaya's footsteps. They'll need incense and costumes for the dancers and such. The entire thing was decided rather suddenly, so there was no time to waste.
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
And these artisans you speak of, do they also include Matanga in their number?
Would you like to take a wild guess on that one?
It was an Arca Soldado who submitted the request. I hope that won't be a problem.
Oh, it certainly will.
Oh, not at all. I look forward to fainting at the feet of my most feared enemy.
Wow! Yeah, and you call yourself a warrior?
Rika, I cannot do this alone. Pray lend me the strength of the victor of the Nadam, and half the reward for this task will be yours.
Yeah, what have I gotten myself into?
The artisans didn't plan to venture far. Leave Yedlihmad to the west, and you shall come across your employer.
Thank you.
Then that is where we shall meet. You will find me there, yes?
Yeah, she's so eager to get on out of here. Yeah, we better save her before she gets even more scared. Yeah, and to no real surprise, geez, just the mere sight of them is too much for her to bear. Sir, can I help you? Oh, you must be our belated escort, yes? Indeed I am. Glad to have such courageous, Is your companion not well? She seems a touch shaky. Yeah, Ogul.
Of course, I should have thought of it before. I shall harvest the necessary ingredients while the artisan stays here. That way I have no need to fear him, being harmed. Perfect.
I think you're just looking for a means of escape. I must say this is less than ideal. My people are already scattered across the wilds and I wanted someone to roam around and ensure they were safe from attack. Is your friend perhaps frightened by Arca Sodara? I have met such travelers before. Well, no matter. If you can patrol the area as I asked, I must attend to my own harvesting. Ogul has run off into the wilds alone. Keep an eye out for her as you continue your patrol. Alright then. Geez, you thought that she would have been given a heads up on what she could expect before she showed up here. I mean, she came a long way from the Azim Steppe, and as if things weren't bad enough, yeah. The wounds are getting salted heavily. The wounds are being heavily salted. Yeah, this poor girl doesn't stand a chance. Yeah, she's gonna get any example of girl power, she's gonna need it from the Warrior of Light. And her trusty chocobo as well. Down it goes. Yeah, let's help you out. Yeah, let me help you, sir. You must think me foolish. I was so absorbed in my task that I failed to notice the ground shaking at their approach. Still, my injuries are light and my satchel is full. Thanks to you, I think I can make it back to town in time to meet with the others. And away he goes. And what about you, Ogul? You had your sword ready.
What happened?
Yeah, you probably clutched onto your sword, closed your eyes, and hoped that the worst would come to pass, and it is now past.
Did you slay the beast?
Yeah, I did.
That was a near thing. I took the first one by surprise, but the second, knowing a Matanga stood at my back, my mind froze and my body refused to obey. Grandmother taught that we should let fear wash over us like water, but to my shame I could not have failed her more thoroughly. Not to sound ungrateful, Rika, but why did you follow me?
Because you're scared out of your wits?
We were to patrol? Forgive me, I should have waited for orders instead of running off alone and putting lives in peril. Come, we should return to our employer. I want to be sure that the wounded man reached safely.
Alright, we can do that. Yeah, this poor girl. Like, what do we do to help her out? In the meantime, yeah, let's reunite the two of them, and geez, maybe she's getting some courage, but she just can't turn and face him. My colleague told me of his rescue. Although we had hoped for an escort from the start, imagine if you hadn't come at all. Yeah, that would have been bad. I've sent him and the others back to our workshop, so consider your duty with us complete. You have my thanks. As for your payment, you can collect that from Kankana. And away he goes. And as for you, Ogul,
right. I suppose we report to Kankana then.
Yeah, something she'll have to do begrudgingly. Let's go. Off we go. Alright, Kankana, back to you.
Ah, there you are. Your employer expressed satisfaction with your work, so congratulations on a job well done. As a response to the recent chaos, the upcoming ritual was hastily planned to say the least. As a consequence, the artisans have been hard-pressed to make everything ready. But when times are hard, the people of Thavner rely on such traditions to renew their faith and bolster their hearts with the teachings of the divine. The death of an artisan would have thrown the whole thing into disarray, and thus your rescue is timely indeed. Please accept your payment. Half each, as agreed upon. Are you interested in further work? If I may have something for you if so.
Indeed we do. So in addition to the experience, we'll get 1,095 gil, which I guess is our share of the work, plus another Aether Currents. And so, let's go ahead and speak with Kankana again, to take on our next quest entitled The Matanga Along the Way. Kankana looks at you expectantly.
Ready to tackle another job then? This one was registered by a local fisherman asking for help with marauding monsters. Ordinarily, the Radiant Host keeps the worst of the wildlife in check, but these days there just haven't been enough blades to spare. You'll want to speak with the fisherman himself for the details. I couldn't read the scroll he left for a name, but he is an Arco Sodara and should be found fishing the waters from the western shore. Wait, another Matanga? Rika, you could always use more coin, yes? Because I could certainly benefit from your wise and experienced company.
Geez, this poor girl.
A fine pair of hunters we shall make. Come, let us speak with this Akosodara fisherman.
Yeah, and quickly. Oh, man. Speaking of, oh man, my voice is starting to go already, and we're not even 30 minutes in. Hello there, sir. Come to take care of the monsters, have you? About damn time! We'll find when we're out of the water, of course, but the fisher needs to walk on land every now and again, and the trails go more perilous by the day. I managed to sneak through without a scratch so far, but friends of mine haven't been so fortunate. Talk to the others around here, they'll tell you.
I might need your help with that, Rika. Speaking with Akosodana is still challenging for me.
Of course.
We should do this together then? Yes, fine, good idea.
So now, Ogul is now accompanying you. Alright, let's go ahead and speak with the 3 various people who are fishing, but not all of them are Akosodara. We do have another Aura here. You want to hear about monsters? I saw 3 big brutes on my way from Archeoli to Yedlihmad. Never seen the like around these parts before. Meanwhile, let's go over and speak with this other person who's not an Akosodara, this drowsy fisher. You want a story? When I left Archeoli the other day, I almost walked straight into a fiend with a tongue as long as my arm. Barely escaped being gobbled up on the spot. And then here is the Matanga for you to deal with, Ogul. Brace yourself. Attacked by the wildlife? Oh yes. While I was hauling a catch back to the town, dropped the lot and fled for my life. The roads used to be safe, but now... Yeah, but now. Meanwhile, back over here to the fisherman. I guess who's the lead hand. Ogul is... I'm an idiot. Yeah, I don't know why I keep doing that. I think I've pretty much have adapted my Monty Python and the Holy Grail mindset of get on with it! And so we are. And you still turn your back to me. So, do you understand now why we had to send for help?
I understand that you have a problem with long-tongued brutes terrorizing your roads.
Those creatures are what we call Pisaka. Without the end army sending out regular patrols, it seems the inland monsters have begun expanding their territories. They've forgotten their fear of us, and that's when people start dying. I need you to remind them. Once you've found and slain those lowly bull Pisaka, I ask that you bring me one of their carcasses. There's something I've been curious about. Alright.
Very well, let us make a contest of this, shall we? The first to topple a Pisaka is the victor.
You don't know what you're up against, Ogul. Never seen anyone so eager to throw herself into a Pisaka's jaws. Shouldn't you be chasing after her? Yeah, don't worry, I got her back. Alright, let's go. Damn it. Yeah, I really need to clear my throat before I continue on after this particular string of quests comes to an end. Or afterwards, rather. So, let's go ahead and speak with Ogul.
Ha! First kill is mine! Grandmother always said that the hunter should be swift like a diving mule! Would you mind tracking down the other two? Once they saw what I did to their friend, they fled to the northwest. I can hold this lump back to the beach while you finish the hunt.
You would be alone with the Narco Sadara, or if you're so keen on fainting. Yeah, you know what you're getting yourself into, right?
My fear of Matanga has begun to ebb, somewhat. Now go, before some other poor soul crosses paths with those monsters.
Oh, alright. Is this a fate we see going on here? No, it may be a blue mage leveling. But even that doesn't make much sense. Because yeah, the blue mage level cap hasn't increased, and blue mages can't actually level past 70 right now. And anything that's above 70 that they try and attack will not yield experience. Okay. Hey Sakas, hello there. Welcome to your worst nightmare. Take this. Yeah, I got you in my sights and you're not getting away. Pump it in there. And down you go. So back to the fisherman. And Ogul's still turning her back.
Ah, there you are. Your friend is stronger than she looks. We had to load the carcass onto a boat to carry it away. What are the Pisaka's packmates? Did you find them?
Yeah, we did. No problem.
Both slain then, that is good. Of course she slew them. Song of Rika's deeds are sung across the steppe. My aching arms would like to know why you wanted the remains though.
Why else? To make use of its parts. The scales can be spun into silver, and the meat will fill our pots. The bones and teeth we can craft into hooks and other tools. We will kill nothing for the sake of killing, even murderous monsters. The two bodies you left behind will serve as a warning to others of their kind. If it keeps them away, then no more blood need be shed.
It seems all tribes share similar customs when it comes to using every part of the kill. As grandmother always said, be not wasteful of the lives you take to sustain your own. You are so very different from your kin, the Gajasura.
Oh, so that's why you've been avoiding my gaze. If your only experience with Matanga has been our brutal cousins, then you'll find the Arco Sodara an agreeable lot by comparison. Might even make a few friends, eh? Here's your payment, and well earned, I'd say. Well, thank you very much. Obviously, this is being split 2 ways.
Another job finished. We should report to Kankana that she might strike it from a list. Let me know when you're done basking in the success of our hunt and we can return to Yedlihmad.
So, in addition to more experience points, we'll get our share of 1,175 gil. And so, let's go ahead and speak with Ogul again, to take on our next quest entitled Ogul Repays Her Favors. Ogul is tapping her foot impatiently.
Ready then? I've been counting the contents of my coin purse. I have enough to buy passage on a ship, but as for food and other supplies, well, I would feel more comfortable with the pay from one more job weighing on down my belt. You can see me through just one more, yes? At the very least, let us make our report to Kankana and ask what else she has on offer. Come, let us show me how fleet of foot you are, champion.
If nothing else, she's very competitive. What happened?
Rika, back safely from your work on the shore, I see. But where is Ogul?
Right over here.
My coin purse!
Uh-oh, did you lose it?
Some slippery son of a Zo snatched it from me, brazen as you please. I lost sight of him in the market along with all my worldly wealth. How am I to pay for lodgings? Or food?
Uh-oh.
Already my belly cries in protest.
This is not good.
Oh, you poor thing. And after all the good work you've done for us, you will stay with me tonight, I insist. You will take me in? I saw that. You looked me right in the eye. Finally warming up to us, Akasudara, are you? I can barely see you through the tears. But yes, maybe now I can stand to be in the same room as the Matanga. Some of them anyway. I'm glad to hear it. Here, and I'll lend you a few coins as well. We can't have you running around without a guild to your name.
Yeah, consider it a loan.
Thank you. In fact, why don't we head to my house now, and we can fill that complaining belly of yours. You're more than welcome to join us, Rika.
I'd be delighted. And so away she goes. Yeah, it looks like we're finally helping her to get over her fears. Yeah, I probably don't need to be dressed for combat right now. So out the door and let's go see where Kankana resides. And we return to the main part of Yedlihmad. And it turns out where she lives is right over here. And we thought she lived in that big house that we just left.
Rika, something terrible has happened.
What?
I've been robbed. We saw a boy jumping out of the window as we approached, and when I looked inside, all my belongings have been turned inside out. Ogul set off in pursuit of the thief but hasn't returned. Do you think you can catch up with her and see if everything's alright? Or lock up here, and you can meet me back at my offices when you found her.
Yeah, there's a thief on the loose. Targeting ladies, clearly. Yeah, let's go find who's responsible. Let's go find who's responsible and hold them accountable.
Darn! I lost him again! I swear it was that same human boy with made off with my coin purse. His size, his clothing, it all matches. I was willing to cut my losses and earn more guild, but this insult to my host, it will not stand! Grandmother always said to pay one's favors, and by the dust, mother, I mean to do just that. Will you help me find justice for Kankana?
You bet I will.
Then we start by asking her for more information. I have a feeling we are not the only ones who have fallen afoul of this thieving urchin. The swifter we act, the better our chances, yes? I say we split up, gather what clues we can, then meet back at Kankana's offices.
And so away we go. Now, who can we find that can tell us what's been going on around here? Well, we'll start over here by speaking with Abdi. The recent rush of pickpocketing. Oh yes, I've heard several stories. They say it's likely the work of the same criminal. Is that so? Oh, I want to ride my chocobo, not speak with Abdi more. As much as more conversation would be nice, that's not what we're trying to do. Maybe Darpasa can give us information.
There was another robbery? I wonder if it's the same boy I found in my house the other day. He yelled that he was sorry, and when I saw the desperation on his face, I didn't have the heart to chase after him.
Yeah, maybe he could have outrun you. Yeah, let's keep looking around, see if we can find another person of interest. They all gotta be around here somewhere, and Jinizad will be the last person we need to speak to. Yeah, I don't think they would have exposed themselves very easily in the marketplace.
This is second-hand information, mind you, but I hear that the thief you're looking for is barely more than a child. Sad, isn't it? How terrible things that become. That young boy is forced into a life of crime just to survive.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? Back to Ogul. Around the corner, climb the stairs, and let's get on back. Yeah, this time, no longer hiding behind anything. Ogul?
Well, champion, what have we discovered?
Well, quite a lot, actually.
So our tale was a familiar one, and from what I heard, from the local children was even more disturbing. They tell me a man, a stranger, approached them with the promise of work and easy coin. I have no proof this offer is connected with the recent robberies, but it does seem suspicious. And if this stranger truly is recruiting young ones to steal for him, then he is the one I would punish for these crimes. We just need to find him first. Repays Hunt closing its gates left many struggling to make a living, and the appearance of the ghastly tower sparked a chain of events that still has the radiant host spread too thin on many fronts. Under the circumstances, a rising crime is to be expected. We are fortunate then to have the two of you here to act on behalf of our lawkeepers. So please, accept this payment. We cannot expect you to walk on an empty stomach.
Well, we appreciate it. So, yeah, in addition to the experience of the 1015 gil, we'll also get some armor salad, which is a tank food. And so, let's go ahead and speak with Ogul again once we have the opportunity to. And we'll take on our next quest entitled The Yedlihmad Hunt. Ogul is eager to see justice served.
A new hunt begins. Come, we must track down the one behind all this. But we're still not sure if this stranger is actually involved in the robberies, let alone where to start looking for him. There's a simple way to find out. We lure our boy thief into stealing from me again. If what we suspect is true, then he will likely take any ill-gotten gains directly to his patron. So I will play the part of an unguarded traveler, flaunting a heavy purse or some such. Rika, you keep watch for the little pickpocket, and be ready to follow when he makes his move. Should he lead you to some shadowy figure, then I want you to herd them both to the west. I will circle around and be lying in wait to spring an ambush. That's really quite clever, Ogul. I'm impressed. Grandmother always said, if you want to catch the big fish, don't spare the bait. The same idea applies to slippery criminals. Right then, let us take our places in the town square and lay the trap for our quarry. I will try to make the lure something obvious, so you can see it being stolen from afar.
Alright. What could it possibly be? Let's go find out. Let's go find out and see what we're dealing with. So, around the corner, and try to find Miss Ogul. So, she's chilling out over there. So, obviously, since an ambush is being plotted, let's go ahead and dress for battle. So, yeah, trying to make one last pre-dawn heist. So yeah, Ogul chills out and I guess just leaves this sword behind. So let's go and wait in position. So as we chill out and look for someone who could be suspicious, we have a young boy walking up the stairs. And he's looking around for something. Yeah, notices Ogul, and then notices the sword being left against the tree. Yeah, does he dare make this move? Yep, his mind is set. And away it goes. Yeah, just walks up with it nonchalantly. Yeah, Ogul notices. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, we gotta deal with this. Follow your quarry from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure if you are noticed or if you fall too far behind. Should you fail, return to the starting point to reattempt the objective. Yeah. Now we're going to run into situations where people we interact with will now have a line of sight. And if they spot you, you are busted and have to start over. So yeah, take a quick duck. Quick and quiet as a mouse. But now he starts off into a full-blown sprint. Gotta follow closely without being too close. Ah, crap. Yeah, and speaking of... yeah, let's try that again. This did take me a few tries initially, to be honest. So yeah, attempt number 2. So we were basically in the good the first time, but yeah, we just simply got too close. Yeah, it's all about finding that perfect balance. And he will repeat the same actions as he did before. And now he's off. Yeah, close without being too close. Now he has to turn around again. And he's off. Yeah, it looks like we've found his intended destination. The boy thief has led you to a suspicious-looking Arkasodara man. So yeah, this time we were successful. Yeah, and I wasn't sprinting or anything, I was just going at my normal pace. But I cut a little too close, I guess. Yeah, we found them. You all ready? So as the exchange is made... Ooh, you're a proper little scoundrel, aren't you? Nice work. I'll fence the rest of the goods, and then you'll get your cut. But not before I cut you down. God damn it, Rakashir! I told you to check for tails! Guilty as charged, I just happen to have one. You want your family to learn of our arrangement? Now run! Arrangement? Are you holding them captive? Are you holding them for ransom? The robbers have fled westwards. Chase after them. You better get moving. Yeah, simply running isn't gonna cut it. Jump in the regalia and let's go. Yeah, dawn may have arrived, but we're gonna turn the lights out on these thugs. Come on out of hiding, you two. Yeah, we gotcha. Thanks, Ogul.
My apologies, Rika. I intended to circle around as planned, but when I heard how he yelled at the child, my rage could not be contained. Grandmother always said, those who prey on the weak are undeserving of mercy, so I beat him senseless.
Well, it's good to see that you came over your fears of Matanga in more ways than one.
Foot of a Matanga! When he awakes, he will find himself in the custody of the Radiant Host! Miss, I'm sorry you got hurt because of me, and I'm sorry for taking your belongings. Apology accepted, young one. It is a brave thing to admit when you are wrong. Help me explain the situation to your lawkeepers, and we can steer you back onto the right path. If you say so, miss. I will cart this refuse to the nearest guardhouse. Pray inform Kankana of our success.
You got it. And so, sometime later... Hey there, Ogul.
Ogul, is everything alright? Rika just told me what happened. All is well. They began interrogating the man before I left, and he was blubbering about where he stashed the stolen goods. The soldiers planned to recover the cash and return the items to their rightful owners.
Did you get your other sword back, though?
Praise be to the sisters. There were certain personal articles, things very dear to me that I thought I had lost forever. Oh, I should mention Rakashir, our boy thief. It seems his parents were out of work begging for scraps. His crimes were of necessity, and after seeing the considerable remorse he showed for his actions, I decided to let him keep the coin he took from me, as well as my share of the reward from the Radiant Host. As grandmother always said, children are the greatest treasure of all. I can hardly let him and his family starve now, can I?
Yeah. How will you pay for your passage now? Yeah. How are you gonna go about that?
I can earn it back again easily enough. And since I have tamed my fear of the Ark of Sadara, there is no need to rush. I will take my time and explore all the wonders this island has to offer. Thank you, Rika, for staying at my side this long, but I think I can continue on alone. Speaking of which, Kankana, have you any new tasks available? Oh, my dear Ogul, I have the perfect job for you. I actually have business with the employer myself, so we can head off together if you like.
Glad we could help there, Kankana. And now that you made your first Matanga friend here in Thavnir, all is well for you.
There you go, Rika. I hadn't forgotten your half of the reward. May your adventures be many and your hunts successful.
Well, you're quite welcome there, Ogul. Best of luck to you, young lady. Yeah, I think we did a job well done. So we'll take our experience in our 1015 guild for completing this last part of the quest.